Pesia. Chitnes in PLC Shupatsia up yet. Kyle Felsman Shui Squest. Chitnes Kudli Shu in Nkwusm Snaps came in yet Shu. So what I said was, that's a little introduction to the Salish language for you guys. What I said was just good evening, everybody. I'm really happy that you've all arrived here tonight. My name is Kyle Felsman, and I am currently working at the Nkwusm Salish Language School right here in Arlee, just down the road. So I guess to make my biography a short story, even shorter, I'm only 24. I grew up in Arlee my whole life. I went to school here my whole life. Graduated from high school here in 2010. Went to University of Montana, Missoula right after that. After 5 years there, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in Native American Studies and a double major in political science. I know what you guys might be thinking, hey, we got an Indian politician here. No, unfortunately I'm not. Or fortunately, however you want to do that. No, I guess to give you a little history on the people I come from, a short history, I come from the Bitterroot Salish people, and my people, the Bitterroot Salish, traditionally resided just south of here in the Bitterroot Valley, in kind of the Hamilton, Stevensville, Darby area. Up this way, farther north, we had the Pend Oreille. Now, not to be confused with the Bitterroot Salish. The Bitterroot Salish and Pend Oreille, although they're different, are very, very similar. We speak almost identical dialects of the Salish language. There might be maybe just a few words here and there that are different, but for the most part we speak the same language. And we also practice a lot of the same cultural activities, such as jump dances and just things like that. So even though we're different, we're pretty much the same. We did a lot of the same things together and shared a lot of the same land. Now, going back to myself, as I said earlier, I'm working at the Nkwusm Language School right here in Arlee. And my current job description is I'm actually a language apprentice. That meaning I'm being put through an intense adult language curriculum. That's actually a set of books that we follow. And along with those books and along with going through that curriculum, we're in like an immersion session, talking only Salish with one of our fluent elders. And those two put together are supposed to teach us the language as fast and efficient as possible. And the goal of our adult program is that at the end of 1 year, that we're fluent enough to be able to teach the language, because we need teachers. We're losing our language and culture. And that kind of brings me to the current status. Like our people right now, we're doing good in ways, and there's other ways we're not doing so good. And one of the areas we're not doing so good is we're losing that language and culture at a kind of a rapid rate. I think we have less than 30 fluent speakers, less than 30 first language people who grew up with that language and that culture. And I guess going back to our school and going back to my job description, they're hoping that we'll become teachers, because we're losing that language culture. We desperately need teachers to be able to teach these kids at our school. And starting with the kids in our school, right now we teach preschool through 8th grade. And along with like the basic subjects such as math and reading, we also focus heavily, and we try our hardest to focus heavily on language and culture, because that's what we're losing and that's what we desperately need to revitalize. And as far as the basic classroom work goes, we do our basic classroom work, but along with that, we go out and we do a lot of cultural activities, and we do a lot of cultural traditions that our people used to practice. And a lot of that has to follow the actual seasons of so like right now in the springtime, we're going out and we're gathering the plants that were traditionally gathered in the springtime. If we flip that around in the fall time, we would go hunting and do things like that, things that were appropriate in fall time. And so I guess it would be safe to say that the overall goal of our school is to create these little Indian kids. But not just any Indian kids, though. Indian kids who are knowledgeable in Salish language and culture, because that's what we're trying to revitalize. We're trying to bring that back. Now, I guess some of you might be wondering how I ended up where I am. So I grew up in a fairly traditional setting. I was kind of lucky enough that my parents kind of kept me involved in cultural activities, and my mom's worked at the Nkwusm school for 10 plus years. So I grew up around it a little more, and I was pretty fortunate to have a little bit of that knowledge going into what I'm doing. So I started at Nkwusm in, I believe, October of 2014, so I've been there for about a year and a half. And I can honestly say this year and a half has changed my life and has changed my perspective on things. And then even though even though I grew up around that, and even though I was familiar with that language and culture, I wasn't able to fully give myself and fully open myself up to it until I started being around people that shared that same feeling and that same passion as I did. And it's not something I can really explain, but I'm going to try my best to do it. It's like there's a light inside of me that I just opened up in being involved in what I do. It's a good feeling. It's satisfying. I have passion and love for what I do. And that even though my people, as far as our language culture, are kind of in a dire situation, I really do love and enjoy what I do. And it's something that it feels right and it feels good. And I really do feel like it's helping me, not only me, but it's going to help others also. And then from that, it sparked a few thoughts in my head. One of them being that if I can experience these feelings, and I know it's possible for me to experience these feelings through what I do and through my language and culture, that has to be possible for other people to experience that also. That was the first thought. And the second thought being that sparked from my head was, I guarantee that other people don't have the exact same feelings coming from language and culture as I do, but it might be something totally different. I mean, each one of us in here has something that we have love and passion for, just that deep, good feeling. But everybody's is different. Everybody experiences that feeling from something different. It could be anything. It might come from camping. It might come from reading. It might come from anything. The point being made, we all have different feelings, and that we could experience that good, passionate satisfaction from something different. Now, I truly believe that all those feelings and all those people, that we're all unique and we're all different. We're all different for a reason. And that whatever made us, or whatever created us, whether it be God, whether it be science, whether it be aliens, who knows? I have my own beliefs, and I'm sure all you guys have yours, but whoever or whatever made us different for a reason. And I think somewhere along mankind, we kind of started to, in a bad way, build off those differences and kind of clash off those differences. Whether individual people fight about their differences, you can go all the way up to totally different ethnic groups clashing because of their differences, and a lot of bad things have happened because of that. Now, going back to my point, I truly do believe we were made different for a reason. And instead of dwelling on those differences and fighting about those differences, we should look to, at the least, just respect it. Just respect it. Unless you're like me, you can go out and love everybody's differences, but just to at least respect it. Because each and every one of us, every individual person is unique. Every individual family of people is unique. Every tribe or band of people going up the scale is unique. Every different ethnic group of every region of every continent of the world was all made differently. And we should go out there and just respect and enjoy the beauty of our uniqueness as people as a whole. And I believe, I'm not up here trying to change the world, but just to really plant that thought in your head. That, hey, maybe we are different for a reason. And I believe if we can take that step as people as a whole, good things can come from it. She's doing some meet me. Lamb.